How do you love your spouse deeply? How do you love your spouse unconditionally? In this particular video, I'm going to talk about the two parts. The first part I'm going to talk about is why should you love your spouse unconditionally or in a deep manner? And the second part is how do you do it? Continue to watch this video. Hi, Valerian Sequeira here, and I teach relationship science to transform relationships, to transform marriage. And in this video, I'm going to, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to talk about why and how to love your spouse. So the first part of this video is going to be why. Why should you love your spouse? Because if you're going through a power struggle stage right now, you could be angry, you could be frustrated, you could be irritated, you feel that your wife doesn't want to understand. But let's flip the table. Let's ask a different question. How do you want your wife to respond to you? Do you really want to be loved by your wife? Do you really want to be understood by your wife? Do you really want to be cared by your wife? If you want this, then there is a simple rule. That is, every action has equal and opposite reaction. If you want that reaction or the response from your wife, you got to change your action. And then only you will get that response. And in order to do this, there are two things which are very, very important. If you want to love your spouse deeply or unconditionally, there are two things which are extremely important. I'm going to share it from my personal experience. The first thing is you got to stop asking this question. Rather, stop saying this to yourself. I am doing so much to this relationship or for this relationship. I'm working hard. I'm earning money. Who am I doing all this for? I spend 16 hours in the office and I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. And why am I asking you to stop talking like this? Because somewhere, if you notice, your spouse is also doing the same thing. And because you are doing it, because she is doing it, you are stuck in power struggle stage. And what's going to happen with time is the love between you will go even down. And if you are together, you will be end up separated. Maybe going through a divorce 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line. So the first thing to stop telling yourself that I'm doing so much for this relationship. I was there. I used to do exactly this. What I would do is I would look around the house and I would say to myself, I'm doing so much for this relationship. I'm cleaning the garbage. I'm cleaning the bathroom. I'm working so hard. I'm taking care of the I'm taking care of doing the shopping, buying rice, and whole lot of things. And when I started thinking that way, what happened was it affected my spouse. And then I stopped looking at the things that I'm doing for this house, for the relationship. Instead of that, I started looking at the things that Pallavi is doing for the relationship. Pallavi is doing for this house. And then I was shocked. I saw so many things she's doing for the relationship, doing for the house that I couldn't even imagine. And when you change that perspective in your life, you fall in love with your spouse. Those of you who have children, the kind of care that your wife is taking or taken, it will transform you. So this is the first way or first thing to do if you want to fall in love with your spouse in a deep manner. The second thing to do if you want to fall in love with your spouse is to realize that you are a pain to live with. One of the things that often men say, and it's the same for women, they will have something else to say, but the statement goes like this: I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do this, I don't do that. I am such a nice guy. But still, my wife doesn't want to live with me. But still, my wife fights with me. But still, my wife has left me. You are blinded to yourself. If you're saying this, then you're blinded to yourself. Because a brain hides the mistakes. A brain is not allowing us to see how we are being a jerk. And the greatest realization that you can have in your life is that I might be a great CEO. I might be a great manager. I might be a great boss. But at the end of the day, at home, I can be a pain to live with. And most people just don't get it. Most of us just don't get it because we are not able to see it. And that's the reason when people go through the coaching program called Awesome Marriage Coaching Program, there is one element at the gold and diamond member level. Those of you are at gold or diamond, you know that you learn something called a personality type. You learn your personality type, you learn your spouse's personality type. And when you're learning your personality type, you realize that how you can be a pain to live with. And when you realize this, you will be able to love your spouse even more. You realize that in spite of this pain that I am, especially when I'm feeling stressed out, especially when I'm feeling frustrated, and my wife still puts up with me, that she is an amazing lady. Your fondness and admiration for your wife goes up. And that is the second thing that helps you to fall in love with your wife once again. So if you want to be part of this amazing community of husbands, if you want to learn, if you want to go through this coaching program to bring loads of love into your relationship, then I invite you to attend the masterclass. That is Coach Val. Go to coachval.co. You will see the link out here. Go to coachval.co and sign up for this masterclass. And in this masterclass, I'm going to talk about a lot of things in detail, including the 3 stages of marriage. Those of you are already part of the program and you want to learn this Enneagram, you want to learn the different personality types, then I strongly suggest that you upgrade to the next level at different times when I give you a special offer to upgrade. So that's all from my side. And before we end, I want you to go to the comment section and write down one thing that you have learned from this particular video. And the second thing that I want you to do is please share this video with somebody who is going through a challenge in their marriage. And finally, if you have not subscribed to this channel or not press that bell icon, please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, press that bell icon so that you are the first one to be notified whenever I put up a video. And then if you have liked the video, please click on that like button. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video with a new topic. Until then, as always, keep your love story alive. Bye-bye.